Welcome to Factful Finance. Let me hit you with something you probably didn't realize. Americans spend, on average, around $4,000 a year on groceries alone. That's a hefty chunk of change, right? Now, what if I told you that you could actually earn money back every time you fill your cart? Yup, that's the magic of cashback credit cards designed specifically for groceries. But which ones really deliver? Let's break it down. First off, a quick heads up. This content is purely for educational purposes and isn't personalized financial advice. I'm sharing what's out there based on solid data and professional guidelines, but you should always check with a certified financial planner before making any big moves. Now, grocery cashback cards can feel overwhelming because the market is flooded with options. But trust me, there are real winners if you know what to look for. So, here's the deal. A good grocery cashback card maximizes your return on everyday essentials without hidden fees or complicated hoops to jump through. It's about getting rewarded on what you're already spending. No gimmicks. Let's start with the classic heavyweight, Blue Cash Preferred card from American Express. This one's a crowd favorite, and for good reason. It offers a whopping 6% cashback at US supermarkets on up to $6,000 spent annually. That's a serious boost for families or anyone who shops regularly. Plus, it throws in 3% cashback on streaming services and gas stations, which can really stack up. But wait, there's a catch, the $95 annual fee. Sounds steep, but if you're like Mia, who spends about $500 a month on groceries, that 6% cashback could net her roughly $360 back in a year. After the fee, that's still a $265 gain. Not bad at all for money back on essentials. Now, if you're more of a no annual fee person, like James, a grad student watching every penny, the Blue Cash Everyday card by Amex is a solid alternative. It offers 3% cashback at supermarkets and 2% at gas stations, no annual fee. The cashback rate is half of the preferred, but zero fees make it accessible and straightforward. Here's a pro tip. American Express cards tend to have limited acceptance in some stores, especially smaller grocers. So if you frequent places that don't take Amex, maybe you want a card with broader acceptance. Enter the City Custom Cash card. This one's slick because it automatically rewards you 5% cash back on your highest spending category each billing cycle. Yes, groceries included if you spend the most there. No cap, no annual fee. Imagine Sarah, who spends $600 monthly on groceries and switches categories as needed. This card adapts to her lifestyle, pulling maximum cashback where she spends most. Then there's the Chase Freedom Flexer. It offers 5% cashback on up to $1,500 in combined purchases and bonus categories each quarter, which usually include grocery stores. Plus, it has 3% on dining and drugstores and 1% on everything else. But be mindful, the 5% is only for the first $1,500 each quarter, so if you're a heavy grocery shopper, you'll want to track that. Okay. A quick peek at the math behind these cards. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the average American household spends about 12% of their budget on food at home. If you leverage a 5 to 6% cashback card effectively, you're recouping about 0.5% of your total household spending just on groceries. Over time, that's serious money. Compound that across all your usual spending categories, and cashback becomes a stealthy income stream. But cashback rates aren't the only thing to consider. Annual fees, sign-up bonuses, redemption flexibility, and even how easy it is to track your rewards matter. For example, the Blue Cash Preferred comes with a $300 welcome bonus if you spend $3,000 in the first 6 months. That's equivalent to free groceries. Now, what about redemption? Some cards give statement credits, others offer gift cards or direct deposit to your bank. The key is choosing a card that fits your lifestyle and your preferred way to use rewards. Let's talk risk management for a second. Carrying a balance on these cards is a big no-no. The interest rates tend to be high, often 15 to 25%. If you don't pay your balance in full each month, those interest charges will quickly eat into your cashback earnings. That's a basic principle straight out of CFP best practices. Cashback is a bonus, not a reason to rack up debt. Also, keep in mind some grocery stores might classify themselves differently. Big box stores like Walmart or Target don't always qualify as grocery stores for cashback. Always double-check the card's terms or ask your issuer. I want to share a quick story. Meet Noah, a single dad who switched to the Blue Cash Preferred last year. By consistently using it for groceries and household essentials, plus stacking the sign-up bonus, he saved over $500 in a year. That's equivalent to a month's worth of groceries for his family. He reinvested those savings into a high-yield savings account, growing his emergency fund faster than he thought possible. All right, before we wrap up, here's a quick rundown to help you choose. Want max cashback? Don't mind an annual fee? Go Blue Cash Preferred. No fee, decent rewards? Blue Cash Everyday, or City Custom Cash. Love quarterly rotating categories? Chase Freedom Flex is your buddy. If you shop at multiple grocery stores or want flexibility, look for cards with no caps or adaptable cashback like City Custom Cash. Still wondering which card suits you best? Think about your spending patterns honestly. Track last 3 months of grocery spend, consider where you shop, and how much you want to invest in annual fees. One last thing, always review the fine print. Cashback programs can change. A card that's perfect today might not be the best next year. Staying informed is part of mastering your financial health, according to research from the CFA Institute and financial psychology experts. Which grocery cashback card caught your eye? Or maybe you're already using one with great results. Drop your experiences in the comments. I love hearing real stories. And if you're hungry for more smart money moves that put cash back in your wallet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Remember, managing your finances is a journey, not a sprint. Every small step counts toward a more secure, rewarding future. If you found this deep dive helpful, you'll want to stick around for what's next. It's packed with actionable insights that could transform how you think about everyday spending. Click on the video on your screen and keep building that financial savvy muscle. Thanks for tuning in to Factful Finance. Here's to making your money work as hard as you do.